75% of new high school officials are quitting because of bad adult behavior.
So now there's a shortage of refs here in Idaho, in almost all sports.
No officials means no more games.
Is that what you want for us?
Come on, parents.
It's time to grow up.
Cheer for your team.
Be proud of your children.
But stop being so ridiculous.
And don't make us run another commercial.
Because we will.
This message presented by the Idaho High School Activities Association and the Idaho Athletic Administrators Association, reminding you to always practice good sportsmanship.
Welcome to the Ryerson Family Backyard Games. There will be obstacles to face and challenges to overcome. Are you ready?
Just underway, the Bruins try an onside kick to start this one, recovered by Burley. We're live here in Twin Falls. Mike Christensen alongside Carter Christensen. Tonight it's playoff time. We've got 4A action for you. It's a regular season rematch of Great Basin Conference foes as the Burley Bobcats visit the Twin Falls Bruins. This is an IdahoSports.com GameStreams production of the 2022 Idaho High School Football Playoffs. Tournament coverage on IdahoSports.com is presented by Project Filter, Your Health Idaho, the Idaho Department of Health and Welfare, the Idaho Transportation Department. Also brought to you in part by Valleywide Cooperative and your local Toyota dealers. First possession of the game is for the Bruins, who are in black tonight with blue pants, black helmets. Burley in white jerseys, silver pants.
Slossaball with the carry for the Bruins.
Slossaball with the first carry of the game. Short gain for the Bruins on first down. These two teams met just 3 weeks ago, with Twin Falls winning 48-32, and now a rematch tonight to open the playoff season. And the Bruins will have the ball second down and about 4 from the 44 of Burley. So Burley comes out, onside kicks the football to start the game. Twin Falls recovers and gets good field position. And here come the Bruins. Quarterback Austin Crum waits in the gun. And he hands it off, and a nice gain. A first down gain, and he's still on his feet. That's James Norlander, number 7. He's inside the 20, and he goes to the house. The second play from scrimmage for the Twin Falls Bruins. And James Norlander, the senior running back, takes it to the house. And with 11:39 to go, the Bruins are on the board with a 44-yard touchdown run. 6-0 Twin Falls to start this one off. Extra point pending here.
Just tell me, I can't understand all that. Where do you put it?
Kick is up, and the kick is good for the Bruins.
Tyler Kay with the extra point, and it's good. And the Bruins go up
7-0 Twin Falls.
Contest tonight.
And we'll get a chance to see that explosive Burley offense for the first time. Burley dropped 84 points on Canyon Ridge last week to close the regular season. And a really high-powered attack led by quarterback Caleb Loveland and his star receivers Gatlin Bear and Jacob Williams. Loveland over 3,000 yards passing on the season, and Bear and Williams both with over 1,000 yards rushing. And a pretty explosive team, this Burley Bobcat team. Limited by a few teams during the season, including the Bruins. So 7-0 Twin Falls. The Bruins set to kick it off here. Carter, great start for Twin Falls.
Yeah, that was great blocking by the offensive line. There was a big hole for Norlander to run through.
Tyler Kay will kick it off for the Bruins. The senior kicker boots it deep. It's high, and it comes down in the hands of Gatlin Bear, who crosses into the end zone as he catches it. That's going to be a touchback, 1st and 10 for the Bobcats.
Touchback, Bobcats will start.
Tyler Kay's mom, an outstanding piano teacher, taught our kids some piano. So Carter is a former Bruin. You know it's been a while since Twin Falls has won a playoff game. How special would it be since 2009, the last time they won? How big for the Bruins to have a chance to get a playoff win?
Yeah, it would be huge. It's been looming over all Bruins' heads for a long time. It would be great to get that first win in a long time.
There's the snap and the handoff. And Ramsey Trevino on the carry for the first play of the game. Picks up a few yards for the Bobcats. Trevino talented running back, averaging close to 100 yards a game on the ground. He's kind of the balance portion of this high-powered passing attack. Also great in the receiving game. 4 receivers to the far side for Burley on this one, but Loveland's pass hits the ground incomplete. And that's going to bring up a 3rd down and 7. So he had 4 receivers to the far side of the field, but unable to connect there. And a big 3rd down early for Burley. Already down 7-0. The Bobcats do not want to give the ball back to the Bruins here, trailing early in this one. The Bobcats come to the line and then shift, and there is a flag on the play. They're going to call it a false start on Burley. Burley came to the line and then looked like they were switching to a new formation. And in the midst of that, flag comes out. Back 5 yards, going to make it 3rd and 12 from the 23 with 11-12 to go in the first quarter of play here. Bruins Stadium in Twin Falls, opening round of the 4A playoffs. Loveland in the gun. He's got trips to the near side, 3 receivers, 1 receiver to the far side of the field. They often love to isolate Gatlin Bear. To one side of the field and stack the other side. They hand it off to Trevino here on 3rd and long. He dances around a little, but he is going to get swarmed by the Bruins and taken down, and Twin Falls gets the stop on 3rd down. And that's going to bring up a likely punting situation for the Bobcats, and a nice stop for this Twin Falls defense.
Yeah, big to get the Burley offense out the field in the first drive. We know how deadly Burley's offense can be, putting up 84 points last week against Canyon Ridge, so big to see Twin Falls get them off the field early.
And the Bobcats set to put this one away. The kick by Ryan Jensen comes down inside of his own 40 and wobbles and dies at the 38-yard line. It'll be down there by the Bobcats, number 88, Mark Loveland. And the Bruins are going to have great field position, so they get a score on the long touchdown by Norlander, and then they get a stop on defense. So great start as the Bruins seek that elusive playoff win. Meanwhile, for Burley, they're in the playoffs for the first time since 2007, an impressive turnaround season under new head coach Cameron Anderson. So, Carter, we should have an entertaining matchup of 2 teams happy to be in the playoffs and looking for a win.
Yeah, either of these teams, it would be huge for them to get a playoff win.
Bruins in the gun. They bring a man in motion. That's Salasa ball. Handoff goes up the middle and not going to go anywhere. Nice job by the Bruins. Ryan Jensen in on that tackle for Burley, along with number 59, Parker Wilson. And just a short gain of about a yard for Twin Falls on 1st down. 2nd and 9. For Twin Falls. Austin Crum, your junior quarterback, number 13 for the Bruins, brings the play in, and they break the huddle here and come back to the line. This time they've got 3 receivers to the far side of the field, including Salasabal and Grayson Keys, 2 great weapons for the Bruins. Snap comes. And a quick pass to the outside goes to Keys, and he picks up a few, but taken down right around the 35-yard line. So nice job by the Burley defense as they take him down on that short screen play. And the Bruins will now face a 3rd down. I'm going to call it 3rd and 7 here with 8:42 to go. The first quarter clock runs, and the Bruins lead 7-0 as we bring you the opening round of the 4A playoffs here on IdahoSports.com. We're grateful to have you join us wherever you are around the world. We'll try to paint a good picture for you tonight of this ball game. Beautiful evening here in Twin Falls. A little crisp, but not too cold. And good start for the homestanding Bruins thus far. Back to throw, and on the run, throwing, diving, and incomplete. That was Keys looking to come up with that one. Crum's pass was low. Grayson Keys went down to try and scoop it up off the turf, but lost it on his way down. On the coverage for Burley, number 5, Braxton Bowen. And it's going to bring up a 4th down for Twin Falls, but they are in Burley territory.
Yeah, looks like they're going to go for this one.
And so they'll go for it. They're just shy of the 35, kind of no man's land where it doesn't do you a whole lot of good to punt, so they'll keep that offense on the field and see what they can come up with here. And in the gun is Crum. He's got 3 receivers here to the near side of the field. He takes the snap. He rolls to the near side. Throws downfield. Nearly picked off. Should have been picked off. In and out of the hands of number 33, Bodie Coombs. He had the ball in his hand. The safety was right to him and unable to come up with it.
Quick reminder, we want to thank some of our sponsors tonight that make this all possible, and they include like A1 Towing, Alliance Title and Escrow, your friends down at Anchor Bistro and Bar, Beams Flooring, Black Vine Cabinets,
and the ball will go back to the Bobcats. They'll take over at the 36-yard line for their second possession of the game on the evening. Four receivers in the pattern. Fake a handoff. Loveland will keep it, and he goes down after a gain of just 2 or 3. So Caleb Loveland, the quarterback, handoff fake, keeps it around the far side. Not much there for him. Tonight's broadcast brought to you in part by Burley Ironworks. Burley Ironworks, proud supporters of Burley football and athletics. The Jones family are cheering loud and proud for Burley. Go Cats. Quick play here on second down for the Bobcats comes up incomplete. Looking down the field for number 6, Khalil Schroeder. Factors in nicely to that passing game. Coach Anderson told us that this is the healthiest his team has been in a long time. Guys like Stockton Sheets, who went out in the first game, kind of back and healthy. He said Gatlin Baird been banged up, Jacob Williams banged up, but they're all healthy, feeling good. And he was pretty excited about his team's chances, bringing up some of the sophomores from JV as well, and they hope to have a better outing than they did at home 3 weeks ago against the Bruins. Here's a pass to Trevino out of the backfield. He catches it, gets past the 40, goes up the sideline, and I think he's going to get the first down. He was able to tiptoe up the sideline. Looked like they had him, and they shoved him, but he stayed in bounds, and he gets up near midfield to the 48-yard line. That's a 1st and 10 for Burley. Big play. Bobcats needed that.
Yeah, they did. They didn't need another 3 and out. Get a little drive going here.
Handoff goes to Trevino. He plows up the middle, knocking Bruins backwards and gets all the way to the Twin Falls 45. So a great run of about 7 yards on the first down for the Bobcats. Bring up a second down and short. And Burley quickly back to it with that no-huddle attack. Loveland takes the snap. He's back to throw. He's got a man down the middle. Oh, and he is lit up, and it is intercepted by Twin Falls.
Oh, my
Intercepted
gosh.
by Grayson Keys, number 2. A wicked hit on the play. Stockton Sheets, who we just told you was back from injury, took a nasty hit by the Twin Falls defense. The ball popped in the air out of his hands. And Keys comes up with the INT. Twin Falls football at the 35. What a play, tough break.
He might be back to injury after that hit. My gosh, that was a hit.
Wow. Just popped him. And the Bruins will take over at the 30-yard line, leading 7-0, 7:14 to go, first quarter. Crum in the gun. And they run a little counter play, goes to Slossaball, and he's got room around the side, but not much. Picks up 2 yards. And Ryan Jensen, the senior, safety on the tackle for Burley. Gain of a couple. And Twin Falls 2nd and 8 from the 32 now. College football action tonight. Regional teams in action. BYU and East Carolina playing down in Provo. 10-10 is the score there. We'll try to bring you scores from around the state. Busy night of high school football around the state. Bruins come to the line, 2nd and 8. Crum is in the shotgun with 3 receivers to the near side of the field, 1 to the far side, a single back with him. He hands it to that back, and a nice run up the middle. I think that was Norlander there, taking that for a short gain.
Hand off up the middle to Norlander. Gain of about 3 on the play.
3-yard gain on the short run for the Bruins. That's going to bring up 3rd down, 4 yards to go as we near the 6-minute mark, halfway through the first quarter of play. 7-0 Twin Falls here at Bruins Stadium. The winner of this game will have the chance to advance on and play the winner of Skyline and Bonneville. Those 2 teams tangle later tonight, 8:15 at Holt Arena in Pocatello. Skyline, the number 2 seed, Bonneville, the 15 seed. Here tonight, Twin Falls, the 7 seed, Burley seeded 10th. Handoff for the Bruins goes nowhere, wrapped up and swarmed down. The Burley defense all over that one. Number 21, Colin Robertson on the tackle, along with Noah Strunk, number 13. And teammates, they throw him down in the backfield, and that's going to be 4th and long. So they face 3rd and 4, and they go backwards. It's 4th and 6 now with 5:18 to go in the first quarter. Clock continues to run, and Twin Falls going to kick it away. Gatlin Bear back to receive. Tell us a little about Gatlin, Carter.
Well, he's receiving interest from all around the country. Division I interest. He's got offers from Michigan, Mississippi State, BYU. He's the real deal. We've watched him play a couple times this year, and he is fast and he is good at that wide receiver spot.
Considered by many to be the number 1 recruit in the state. Boy, Oregon, Oklahoma State, Boise State's offered him. Talented kid. Short kick by the Bruins. They try a rugby punt rolling out, and they shank it out of bounds, and it's going to give Burley outstanding field position. The referee's going to mark that at the 46-yard line, and Burley will take over in Twin Falls territory.
Bobcats will take over. Good view. 4:42. The Bruins still up 7-0.
So 7-0 Bruins. Another possession for the Bobcats. As they try to get on the board and even the score here. They go direct snap to Gatlin Bear this time, and he takes the run up the middle where he's swarmed under by a host of Bruins and taken down there. After a gain of about 2 yards.
Bear with the direct snap. Gain of a couple on the play.
So I'll bring up a 2nd down and 7 or 8 for Burley. Back to throw. There's a pass to the outside. And a nice run there. And we're going to bring up here. We got a pause in the game here. Flag on the play.
Flag on the play is going to go against the Bobcats.
And penalty on Burley is going to move that football back. So Burley will have a 2nd down and long here. They're back into their own territory around the 47. And they come to the line here just shy of midfield now. Torino in the backfield. Handoff. And nice run by Trevino. Gets a good chunk of that back, but still going to bring up a 3rd and 8 for Burley.
Trevino puts the Bobcats back in a reasonable distance. That's going to bring up 3rd down.
And a flag here as Burley tries to get started on 3rd down. It's a false start. That's going to move them back on the play here. So long yardage here on 3rd down and a mile for Burley. Loveland has Trevino with him in the backfield. Throws a quick pass out to Jacob Williams, the senior receiver. He's got a good gain up the sideline into Twin Falls territory, past the 40-yard line, but still going to come up short of that 1st down. So it's going to be 4th and short for Burley. They're going to keep the offense on the field from the 38-yard line. Snap to Loveland. Hand off Trevino. He goes around the outside. He's got room. Trevino 1st down and more. Finally shoved down by the Bruins. But he's inside the 30, down near the 25-yard line. Nice run by Ramsey Trevino to keep the Bobcats alive for a 1st down. And the Bobcats go quickly here and lose yards that time. Gatlin Bear. Gatlin Bear gets it in the backfield and loses a big chunk of yards. So all the way down to the 26 was Burley, and now they'll be back to the 37-yard line. Big loss on the play there. And that's going to bring up 2nd and 22 as a big loss on the first down play. A high pass by Loveland goes to Bear on the far side of the field, right by the Burley sideline. He hauls it in, picks up a good gain to get some of that yardage back, but still be in long yardage situation on third down. As a disastrous first play there on that 1st and 10 from the 26. Loveland awaits the snap. He's got 2 receivers to either side. Sheets is back out there after taking that tough hit. Handoff goes to Trevino. He ducks through the line, stays on his feet, tries to spin towards the first down. He's shoved down short of it by just a couple of yards. And I think that's going to be a stop for the Bruins, bring up a short yardage situation there. With 1:29 to go in the first quarter.
Trevino with the carry, brings up another 4th down for the Bobcats.
4th down for Burley, 4th and short here. And they're going to run it, and I think they're going to come up short.
Let's hear it for your Twin Falls Bruins defense.
They try to sneak it right up the middle, and the Twin Falls defense comes up with a stop. 1:06 to go, clock stops. Bruins take over on downs, and a 7-0 lead for Twin Falls here early. Okay, go back. Okay, here we go. Twin Falls, 1st and 10. Handoff to Norlander. He's got a good run. Stays on his feet. Well, that's Salasabal, number 5, Wyatt Salasabal. He's got a first down run. Gets out near the 35-yard line for Twin Falls.
Breaking free, another first down for your Twin Falls Bruins.
So 1st and 10. Well, we got a penalty. Face mask on Burley will add some yardage to that one. So a good first down run for Twin Falls by Salasabal, and then they add the face mask penalty. So moves Twin Falls out to its own 42-yard line with 56 seconds to go in the quarter. Snap to Crum. Hands it off on the reverse, and coming to the near side here is Salasabal. There is a flag on the play. He's thrown down around his own 45-yard line. Picked up a few yards. That could be in the area of holding.
And the flag on the play will result in a holding.
Holding on the Bruins. I think that was Grayson Keys they caught there, Carter. So Twin Falls will set up here with 1st and 18 as the clock looks like it's going to run down to the end of the quarter here. Bruins come to the line. Snap to Crum. He's back to throw. He's under a little bit of pressure. Lobs it down the sideline. He's got a man there. Can he catch it? No. In and out of the hands of Carter Orr. One of the good receiving threats for the Bruins, junior receiver. Had a chance at it around the 30, 35-yard line, but through his hands and incomplete. And the Bruins will now face a 2nd down and 18 with 8 seconds to go in this first quarter. Bruins have 3 receivers to the far side of the field, 1 to the near side. Crum in the gun, 1 back with him. He hands it off to that running back, and there's a huge gain up the middle. Bruins spread him out nicely, and Salasabal picks up a good gain on the 2nd and 18 to get back some of that, make it manageable about 3rd and 9 for Twin Falls coming up here.
That's the original line of scrimmage. All right, folks, that's the end of the first quarter. Your Bruins up by 7 on the Bobcats.
At the end of one, Twin Falls 7. Burley 0, and the Bruins with the football. Tonight's broadcast brought to you in part by Bustin' Moves, Bustin' Moves Moving Company. Proud, locally owned, and proud to support the Burley football team. Go Bobcats. Also brought to you by Lulu's. Lulu's is proud to be supporting Burley football and athletics. Come grab a coffee and cheer on the Bobcats. Turnkey Realty, no problem too big or too small. We fix it all and make dreams happen. Southern Idaho's key team for your real estate needs, Turnkey Realty. Grateful for all the great sponsors from the Burley area helping bring the game to you tonight, including Fade Mob Barbershop. Fade Mob Barbershop, proud supporters of Burley football. Ernesto, Davey, Travis, and Tanner are cheering loud. Go Bobcats. Century 21 is proud to support Burley football and all athletics. The Century 21 family is cheering loud for the Bobcats. And Burley's high-powered offense shut down in that first quarter, Carter. Good job by the Twin Falls defense.
Yeah, they did a good job of making them make those short passes, nothing deep down the field. And Burley doesn't like to play that way. They like to make those big plays, so good discipline by Twin Falls defense to make them go short.
The Bruins with the ball here on a 3rd down. 3rd down and about 8 from their own 42 for the Bruins. And Crum's going to come out with, looks like 2 receivers to either side of the field. And he's got a back in the backfield with him on this play. And we got whistles before the play can get underway to start quarter number 2.
Timeout, Burley.
Timeout called by the Bobcats. Fans, when you attend a high school game, do you cheer a good play by the opposing team? If your team loses, do you take it well in stride?
So timeout on the field, that gives you a chance to tell you that the broadcast tonight brought to you in part by Bright Beginnings. Bright Beginnings Counseling is proud to support our Burley Bobcats. The girls of Bright Beginnings are cheering you on and want to say good luck. Go Cats.
Message brought to you by the students on the Statewide Student Advisory Council and your friends at the Idaho High School Activities Association and all of us here at Twin Falls High School.
This is an IdahoSports.com GameStreams production of 2022 Idaho High School Football Playoffs. Tournament coverage on Idaho Sports is presented by Project Filter, Your Health Idaho, the Idaho Department of Health and Welfare, and the Idaho Transportation Department. Also brought to you in part by Wide Cooperative and your local Toyota dealers.
Back to action here, Twin Falls, 3rd and 8. Crum in the shotgun, takes the snap, he's looking, he's under pressure, he lofts it down the field, he's got a man there, it is caught! It's a first down for Twin Falls down to the 27-yard line, a huge gain for the Bruins. And Grayson Keys getting behind the defense, hauling that one in, and a huge play for Twin Falls to convert on 3rd and 8. Bruins back to the line here on 1st down. And a false start on Twin Falls before that play can get underway. We apologize for a little shuffling here. Really tight quarters tonight. Some computer hiccups. Hopefully you can hear us well as we bring you 2022 Idaho High School football state playoff action from Twin Falls High School. First round, Bruins lead 7-0, early 2nd quarter with 11:35 to go. Apologize, the scoreboard still says first quarter. We've got a little computer issue where we can't update that scoreboard for you right now. Bruins hand it off and a huge gain up the side. This one could go to the end zone. It's Norlander, and he is to the house. James Norlander, the senior, number 7, his 2nd touchdown run of this football game, and another long one from the 32-yard line. So 2 long TD runs for Norlander, and the Bruins have a 13-0 lead here in the second quarter with 11:27 to go till halftime. And they'll come out for the kick. Tyler Kay ready to add the extra point. Snap is back, hold down, and that's going to be blocked by Burley. And that's going to leave the score at 13-0, so no good on the extra point try.
That'll bring our score 13-0. Your Bruins on top tonight. We want to thank each and every one of you for being here tonight, supporting the Bruins in the first round of the postseason.
And the Bruins will kick off here in a moment.
Did you know dairy protein powers your performance? Local dairy farm families are passionate about supporting athletics and producing nutrient-rich dairy products to fuel your athletes. You can learn more at unbottled.com.
Teams will huddle up here and get ready for the kickoff. Twin Falls with this early double-digit lead of 13-0. Bruins looking for that elusive playoff win. Would be their first since 2009. Of course, as we mentioned early on, Burley in the playoffs for the first time since 2007, and they're looking for their first playoff win in even longer.
Be a penalty on the play for the
going all the way back to the early 90s, 92 or 93, about the last time Burley won a playoff game. And they're excited to make their first trip since 2007 under Cameron Anderson. He, of course, came to Burley after 14 years as coach and coached at Gooding for so long, replaced Dylan Corliss, who was the coach there for 3 years. Bobcats just 3-6 a year ago, but 6-3 this season. And got their high-scoring offense that has put up a lot of points. But they've given up an average of 46 a game. They hope to do a little better on defense tonight, but so far trailing 13-0 in this ball game. And Bruins set to kick it off from the 35-yard line. And we'll see if Burley can try to answer and get on the board here. Tyler Kay, the senior kicker, will get ready to boot it away. And another high, deep kick goes into the end zone before Bear can haul it down. Nice job by Kay, and it'll be first and 10 for Burley.
And will be a touchback Bobcat ball from the 20.
So from the 20-yard line, Burley will start this possession. And the Bobcats, Loveland will keep it on that one, and he'll pick up a short gain on first down.
Gain of a few on the play for the Bobcats.
Second and 7. And the Bobcats love to come to the line and then look to the sideline, see what the defense is doing, kind of adjust the play. So they line up with 3 receivers to the far side. Now they shift, bring Sheets to the other side of that formation. So 2 receivers to either side. Trevino in the backfield. Handoff goes to Trevino. He makes a man miss, and he's up the middle for a first down, and then some. Ramsey Trevino up near the 40-yard line before he's taken down. Nice run by the senior running back. And they gash the Bruins there for a good gain and get to the 38-yard line. First and 10 for Burley. The chains will move. Snap to Loveland. They go quickly here. Trevino gets it again, but this time nowhere to go, and he's taken down right at the line of scrimmage.
And the Bruin defense comes up strong and holds it back.
That's going to bring up a second and 10. First down, Bobcats on a pass there. Gatlin Bear gets involved. He's not touched the ball a whole lot tonight. Catches the pass there. First down into Twin Falls territory to the 48 goes Burley. And they're right back to action with a handoff to Trevino. He tries to bounce to the outside, and he's wrestled down. No, he's still on his feet. Breaks a tackle. The Bruins look like they had him right at the line of scrimmage, and he's able to wiggle away and pick up a nice gain there.
Gain of about 5 on the play.
5-yard gain for the senior running back. He's had an outstanding season for the Bobcats. And on 2nd and 5, they're back to it with 9.5 to go till halftime. They bring it to the near side. And taken out of bounds after not much of a gain. Khalil Schroeder. Unable to pick up much there.
No real gain on the play.
You had the headphones all the way up, that's why. Flag on this next play. It's going to be a false start to move Burley back a ways. And Burley back to the 48-yard line of Twin Falls for a 3rd and long here. They're down about 10 yards to go. Loveland's got 3 receivers to the far side of the field. He looks, then hands it off on the delay, and a huge hole up the middle. It's Trevino, first down and more, inside the 30 to the 25-yard line. Ramsey Trevino with a huge gain there. Really nice job, and a great run for the Bobcats. Another handoff here, staying on his feet, but they're going to call him down as Trevino. They go right back to him quickly. And it's going to be 2nd down for Burley, so a really nice run there, just a delay. Loveland took the snap on that previous play and looked, and then handed off on the draw. And Trevino had wide open space in front of him as the Bruin linebackers and secondary had all cleared out. And a nice play drawn up by the Bobcats. Coach Anderson said he really had to do a better job calling plays and preparing his team this week. Felt they prepared well, and now they pick up another nice run. Ryan Jensen, the little guy, the senior.
Ryan Jensen with the carry for the first down.
He is slight of stature, but he is a talented player on both sides of the ball for this Burley team, and he has another first down. Nice run, chains move. Bobcats are down to the 12-yard line. Handoff. Trevino up the middle, wrestling his way through traffic.
Loveland with a handoff to Trevino.
And picks up a few yards to get inside the 10, right to about the 9-yard line. And the Bobcats ready for another play here. 2 receivers to each side. They bring a man in motion. That's Jensen. The hands-off goes to Trevino. He's got to run up the middle. He's still on his feet, and he's into the end zone. And that is going to be a touchdown for the Burley Bobcats with 7:25 to go in the first half of play. Nice run there by Trevino. He was grabbed around the 4-yard line, kind of lifted the ball up high, and kind of swam through the defense and got it to the end zone. And the Bobcats are on the board. It's 13-6. Again, we're having scoreboard and mouse issues, so if the scoreboard doesn't move for you, we apologize for that. Try to get that corrected as we go forward here. And Trevino runs in the 2-point try, and Burley is suddenly within 5, 13-8, as Trevino gets the touchdown run from 9 yards out and then adds
13-8 your score.
The 2-point try.
We're in the second quarter with just over 7 minutes left. Well, thank each and every one of you for being out here tonight, supporting your Twin Falls Bruins.
So a little pause here in the
This
action.
game is being audio streamed to the world live on the internet by IdahoSports.com.
Appreciate you joining us wherever you are around the world as you listen to the ball game tonight. You can make the memories last a lifetime by owning a digital game file of this game for just $9.95. Click the top button in the top right to order. We remind you that our army of Idaho sports action photographers are covering games all over the state. We've revamped our galleries to make it even easier to find and order your favorite action shots. Just go to IdahoSports.com and click the Action Photos link in the menu. So the Bruin offense will get the ball back. Bruins have 2 touchdowns thus far by senior running back James Norlander, both covering a lot of ground. But the extra point blocked on the last touchdown, and now the Bobcats get a 2-point conversion, and it's 13-8 with 7:25 to go in the half. Bobcats set to kick it off. It's going to be number 0, Ryan Jensen, kicking it off. And he sets up for it. Kicks it down the middle, and the Bruins will fall on it around the 25, and that's where this drive will start.
A little bit of a low rumbling kick from the Bobcats. Bruins will take over on their own 25.
First and 10 Bruins from the 25 with a 5-point lead and trying to hang on to that one. Stay tuned at halftime. We're bringing some great messages from our sponsors and some scores around the state on a busy night of high school playoffs on IdahoSports.com. Lots of great action coming to you, both audio and video, around the state. Bruins first and 10 from the 25. Crum in the shotgun. He's got a man coming in motion. Fakes that fly sweep and hands it off to Norlander, and he is eaten up. They fake the handoff to Salasabal as he came through. And while Norlander has 2 long touchdown runs on the night, that one goes nowhere. And going to bring up a second down and 10, or second down even longer. They lost some yardage there. Second down and 14 or 15 for the Bruins. 7 minutes left in this opening half. And Twin Falls trying to add to a lead that's suddenly down to 5. As Twin Falls looks for its first playoff win in about 12 seasons, 13 seasons. Bruins break the huddle, come to the line. Crum has 1 running back behind him, waves a man to come a little tighter in the formation. He's got 3 receivers to the far side of the field, and he's going to go deep. He's got a man, and it's in and out of the hands of Salasabal. He was there. And Wyatt Salasabal actually kind of stopped on the route, and Crum threw it down the field, and then he tried to adjust and get back to it and had a chance into his hands, but he unable to hang on, incomplete. And third and long for the Bruins.
And a long 14 for the Bruins.
Bruins will huddle up with third down, 6:19 to go. Clock stops with that incompletion. And if you're Twin Falls, you don't want to give the ball back to this Burley offense that just got some confidence and got points on the board for the first time tonight. Crum drops back to throw, looks downfield, throws a little screen pass. The Bruins are there, but the tackle is broken, and now there's a ton of room to the 40-yard line. Still up the field is Norlander. He's finally wrestled down by the Bobcats, and a really nice tackle there by number 5, Braxton Bowen, but not until Twin Falls picks up a first down to the 44-yard line. They had a chance to take Norlander down right around the line of scrimmage as he caught that little screen pass. He broke 1 tackle, and then there was no one left in front of him for about 20 yards, and he picks up a big first down for the Bruins. And a penalty on Burley as well is going to add more to that. So the Twin Falls Bruins are now into Burley territory with that penalty.
Will be marked on for some additional yardage for the Bruins.
And they have a 1st and 10 from the 45. We apologize for a little distraction here. We're trying to deal with this computer hiccup issue and not having much luck there. 13-8, second quarter, 5:50 to go till halftime. Crum's in the shotgun, 3 receivers to the far side of the field. Drops back, throws it down the field. He's got a receiver. It's caught. They're going to call it complete and a catch by Brandon Jones, the junior, number 10. He goes up the sideline. He kind of bobbled the ball initially, Carter, but able to haul it in before he goes out of bounds. Nice play for Twin Falls.
Yeah, that was a nice toe tap on the sideline, able to stay in bounds.
1st and 10 Bruins. And just moments ago, they were facing a 3rd and 14, looked to be in trouble. And now they're on the move in Burley territory. Handoff goes to Norlander. He goes up the side, makes a man miss, dives forward, and has got a nice gain on the 1st down play. Going to pick up about 8 yards there for Twin Falls, and the offense really seems to be clicking now, but there is a flag. And we'll await the signal here from the officials. It's going to be an illegal substitution on the Bobcats, so that'll help out this Twin Falls drive. Penalty's going to be declined. The Bruins will take that gain of 8. And going to bring up a 2nd down and short here for Twin Falls. Clock runs with 5:30 to go till halftime. Two backs in the backfield this time. Haven't seen that look a lot tonight for either side. 3 receivers in the pattern. Crum comes to the line, maybe changing up some things. And now back to the gun waiting. Hands it off to Slossaball. He runs it wide. Can he get to the edge? He cannot. He is flung down and wrestled down a huge tackle. Trevino on the defense there really made a big hit.
Yeah, he just tossed him like a rag doll.
That's going to be a Bruin 1st down.
And going to bring up second down for, or let's see, they're going to say he got that 1st down and then went down. So 1st down pickup on the run to the edge by Slossaball, but then he is tossed down to the field. So 1st and 10 for the Bruins from the 14-yard line. And this time two receivers come to the near side of the field, one to the far side. Got a blocker in the backfield and another huge tackle by Trevino. Back to back. He's a man among boys out there on the defensive side, such a tough physical player. And he gets in the backfield and throws the Bruins for a loss on that 1st down run. Big play for Burley as they try to get a stop here in the red zone. And the ball resting now at the 17-yard line. 2nd and 13 for Twin Falls with 4 minutes to go in the half. Bruins up 13-8. Really a pivotal part of this game here, Carter. If Twin Falls can get another touchdown on the board and go up 20-8 or more, they'll really be in a good spot. But if Burley can manage a stop and get the ball back, it's anybody's game as we go towards halftime. Crum takes the snap. He rolls. He's looking, and he throws an interception. It is picked off by the Bobcats. Not sure what he was looking at there. He rolled out and had a couple receivers, and he threw it right to a defender. And that's going to be picked off by number 13, Noah Strunk. The linebacker was dropping back in coverage there, and the ball right to him. And a huge stop and a huge 1st down, and 10 now for Burley. 3:36 to go. Bobcats down 5. They have the ball. Get a little momentum on that nice stop, and they're marching again. We'll see what they can do. Loveland in the offense. Back on the field. Loveland fakes the handoff, throws it out wide to Schroeder, and he's got a short gain up the sideline before being pushed out of bounds by Twin Falls. Going to bring up a 2nd and 7 for Burley here. Handoff up the middle and a huge gain for Trevino. Trevino making plays on both sides of the ball here in the last few minutes. A couple of huge hits on the defensive side, and now he goes firing up the field.
Trevino takes it out to the 50. First down for the Bobcats.
And up near midfield goes Trevino on a long run to the 49. With 3:17 to go, the Bobcats have plenty of time, and they're marching to take the lead here. Quick throw by Loveland goes out to Gatlin Bear, his star receiver. He's at the 50. He dances for a few minutes back and forth, and he's wrestled down. No, he's still on his feet somehow. Down to about the 43. The Bruins had him short of the 45, but dances back and forth, jukes his way down, and picks up a little bit of yardage
Gatlin
there.
Bear with the reception for the Bobcats.
And going to bring up a 2nd down for the Bobcats. But a nice gain on first down, just be 2nd and a few, 2nd and 3 from the Twin Falls 44. Handoff goes to Ryan Jensen. He's got a first down. He's in the open field. He's got blockers. He dances to the outside, and Ryan Jensen is going down the sideline. He's inside the 20, still on his feet, finally shoved down at the 5-yard line. Ryan Jensen gets up a little slow after that. Number 0, the diminutive senior, with a great move. He broke into open field, cut it outside where he had 2 blockers, and was able to use them nicely to get to the edge and right up the sideline. Twin Falls finally catches him and shoves him down, and all of a sudden Burley has a chance to take the lead. Twin Falls was just knocking on the door, got near the 10-yard line before throwing an interception, and now here comes Burley. Burley, one back behind Loveland. He's got 3 receivers stacked to the near side, and Twin Falls doesn't like that setup. They're going to take a timeout. Coach Ben Coring saw that formation for Burley with
Timeout
3 receivers just lined up in a row there.
Folks, as we get close
And
to
he takes a
halftime, just wanna
timeout to
remind
settle
you
his
that the,
defense with
not forget
2:41 to
purchase
go.
raffle
So
tickets.
timeout
Twin
on
Falls
the
High School
field
Booster
here.
Club. They're down there by the concessions. You can win a lot of nice prizes like an e-bike, cash,
As
Visa
we
cards,
bring
beads,
you
all
this
kinds of good things.
IdahoSports.com GameStreams
So
production
head on
of the
over towards the
2022
concession-
Idaho High School
concessions,
Football
pick up a
Playoffs.
stack,
Tournament
pick up a
coverage on
raffle ticket,
IdahoSports.com is presented by
support
Project Filter,
Twin
Your
Falls
Health
High
Idaho,
School Booster
the Idaho Department of Health and Welfare, the Idaho Transportation Department, also brought to you by Valleywide Cooperative and your local Toyota dealers. Burley's regular season 6-3, 3-2 in the Great Basin. Twin Falls went 7-2, 4-1 in the Great Basin, coming off a loss last week, their only conference loss to Minico here on this very field at Bruins Stadium, 23-7. Bruins trailed just 10-7 in the second half, but Burley kind of wore them down with that running game and pulled away late to get the victory. And now the Bobcats coming in, trying to pull off an upset of their own. Handoff, Trevino spins, driving those feet and down to about the 1-yard line. He can't get across the goal line, but he almost scores there.
Gained by Trevino, for a
Big
few for the
gainer.
Bobcats.
And what a play for the Bobcats. They look to the sideline and wait the call and come back for it here. 2nd and goal from the 1-yard line. See if their spread attack can make some plays in the red zone, and a huge hit in the backfield. Twin Falls, great play there. Getting into the backfield
And your Bruin defense comes
and
up with
making
good
a stop. I think that was Zach Swenson, the linebacker, number 6, who was able to get in the backfield there and make the hit. Taking Trevino down for a loss. So on 2nd and goal from the 1, they pick up nothing, and now it's 3rd and goal just outside the 1. Loveland, it's Trevino, it's a direct snap. He's wrestled down, he's pushing forward. There's a scrum at the goal line. The ball is out, the ball is loose. The ball's bouncing backwards, and I think Twin Falls may have come up with it. We'll see who recovers. Burley saying it should have been a touchdown. Trevino was wrestling towards the goal line, and as he tried to push across the line, the ball popped in the air and bounced out. It is recovered by the Bruins, but the officials are talking it over. Dalton Carter, number 3, ended up coming up with that. And officials still talking about what happened here. Is the ball going to stay with Burley? There was kind of a scrum and guys pushing. He was stopped for a little bit, and you may sometimes call that ball dead as they pushed back and forth in the pile. Did not hear whistles before that ball popped in the air and started bouncing around. and they're going to say 4th and goal Bobcats. So Twin Falls came up with the ball, but the officials talk it over and say Burley's going to keep it, and Burley's going to have another chance to get the ball in the end zone here. So they'll now look to the sideline and set up for a big 4th and goal with 1:35 left in the half. Here comes Burley on this gigantic 4th and 1 in this game. Trevino keeps it, dives forward. He's in, touchdown Burley, 1:12 to go. Bobcats take the lead. Trevino gets in the end zone, and a big play for the Bobcats, who have their second score of the quarter after falling behind 13-0. Burley now leads 14-13. And the Bobcats will talk this one over before they have this pivotal try here. They can go up by 3 if they convert a 2-point try, which is what they often go for. 1:12 left in the opening half. So what a shift in momentum we had right there. Twin Falls was driving to take a lead and got down near the 10-yard line, but quarterback Austin Crum intercepted. And the huge INT for the Bobcats turns into a touchdown the other way. Noah Strunk, number 13, got the interception, the linebacker, and that set up a quick drive for the Bobcats, who moved down the field. Big run by Trevino. We get them to midfield, and they just kept right on marching. Ryan Jensen's run set them up 1st and goal, and Trevino finishes it off on 4th and goal from the 1. And now another pivotal try here. And the Bobcats come back to the line here, leading by a point, trying to add to it. Direct snap to Bear. He takes it wide. Can he get to the edge? He dives for the goal line. They say no, he didn't get there. Got close, but comes up shy.
By the Bobcats.
And the lead stays at 1 for Burley. So the difference in the game so far, a blocked extra point. Twin Falls second PAT after going up 13-0 was blocked, and that leaves this game at 14-13 for Burley with 1:12 to go in the half. Twin Falls will get one more chance here to try to do something before intermission. Remind you that Burley Ironworks are proud supporters of Burley football and athletics. The Jones family are cheering loud and proud for Burley. Go Cats. Game also brought to you by Busted Moves Moving Company. Proud, locally owned, and proud to support Burley football and Go Bobcats. Grateful also for Lulu's, proud to be supporting Burley football and athletics. Come grab a coffee and cheer on the Bobcats. Turnkey Realty reminds you that no problem too big or too small. We fix it all and make dreams happen. Southern Idaho's key team for your real estate needs. Ryan Jensen, who had a big run on that last drive, will kick this off. Bruins chase it down, pick it up around the 35, and now they'll bring it back the other way. And on the return is Keys, number 2. Grayson Keys, the junior. And he'll set the Bruins up near the 40-yard line, so they'll have decent field position, but only 1 minute and 6 seconds to go on the clock. If you're Twin Falls here, Carter, what do? Do you come out aggressive here?
Yeah, they've had a couple of long passes that have just been barely dropped, so I would probably go deep, see if the Burley corners can stay with their fast receivers.
This is a Burley defense that's given up about 46 points a game. So we mentioned head coach Cameron Anderson hoping that bringing some of his sophomores up from JV, wanted to build the program by keeping all the sophomores down, but now they're available to play with the varsity, and he hoped that'd give them a little more depth and ability to stop the opponent. They pitch it to Salasabal, and he picks up a pretty good gain on first down, but he's taken down after about 7 yards. So the Bruins run it, and we're under 1 minute to go. Clock runs. Twin Falls will come back and line up quickly. They're trying to get to it, but the clock is running. A couple scores of note for you. Valley View leads Minico 14-7 at halftime. Mountain View leads Nampa 28-0. And Shelley leads Emmett 24-0. And here it's 14-13. Burley with a 1-point lead. Now fake handoff and a late pass and up the sidelines and a huge gain and a fumble. The ball's on the field, and who's going to come up with it? The pass went to Wyatt Salasabal. They faked the handoff. Crum started to run with it, then threw it outside on that run pass option there. And cruising up the sideline with Salasabal, he took a big hit around the Burley 40-yard line, and the ball popped loose. There's a huge scrum for it, and I think Burley's going to come out with it.
And it's Bobcat ball.
It is Burley football. And coming out of the pile with the ball is Alonzo Quirez, number 44, who was able to scoop that fumble up. So Twin Falls turnovers are key here. The Bruins led 13-0. When the lead got to 13-8, they were marching to score again. They throw an interception. Burley scores quickly, and now as the Bruins move into Burley territory in the final minute, they fumble the ball, and Burley takes over with 23 seconds to go. And it's 14-13, and they're just going to kneel it down and take this to the locker room.
And the kneel down from the Bobcats will run out the first half.
And that will bring us to the half,
First game of the postseason.
where it is Burley 14, Twin Falls 13. We'll try to work on some of our computer hiccups to be able to bring you some of these commercial messages here in the coming moments, but we'll take a short break and just drop the sound and leave this up while we try to work on that problem. And we'll have the great second half for you coming up here shortly as we go to a 15-minute halftime here at Twin Falls High School. It's been a good one. Burley 14, Twin Falls 13, and we'll be back.
Ads like this keep popping up, but I see through the hype because those vape clouds people claim are just water vapor contain as many as 31 different chemicals, like formaldehyde, the stuff they preserve dead bodies with. And while the flavors sound all harmless, we still have no idea what these ingredients could be doing to our bodies. But I already see vaping for exactly what it is. Get the real facts at BehindTheHaze.com.
We're Valley-wide country store. For 100 years, we've been your #1 choice for food, fuel, farm supplies, and just about everything else you could need to get you through your day. We know you work until the job is done, and so do we. For gas on the go, or a little extra to help you get down the road, you can count on us. We are proud to employ your neighbors and to be a cornerstone of your community. We're Valley-wide. Yesterday, today, and tomorrow, we're here for you.
Look at that. The unmistakable swagger of someone fully covered with health insurance through Your Health Idaho for as low as $0 a month. If you're as speechless as I am right now, say nothing. Health yeah! Enroll by December 15th and you could qualify for quality health insurance starting at $0 a month.
Hello?
I was in an accident.
You okay?
Yeah, I'm fine. I had my seatbelt on.
I'm Jen Migalki-Seiler, and I'm from Moscow. I think it's really important to get vaccinated because it's not just about me and my health, it's about the people around me. We have a lot of friends who have disabilities or have different health conditions. I want to make sure I don't make anyone sick. So we chose to get vaccinated to keep each other healthy.
Taking the hard path isn't always easy. It takes courage and determination to do hard things. Quitting tobacco and vaping is possible.
You decide when. We'll show you how. Learn more at projectfilter.org or call 1-800-QUIT-NOW.
Dear gas prices, Toyota's hybrid lineup says, go take a hike, because we bring efficiency with power and savings with style. Think you can stand in our way? We got this. Toyota Hybrids.
Every new Toyota comes with Toyota Care, our no-cost maintenance plan with roadside assistance. Find yours at Toyota.com. Toyota, let's go places. Find yours at Toyota.com.
Fundamentals through elite training. Burley Physical Therapy and the Elite Family, partnering for a lifetime of health.
Welcome back to Idaho Sports. I am going to just list a couple of scores from around the state. Bishop Kelly is beating Canyon Ridge 42-0 in a blowout in the second quarter. Hillcrest is losing to Blackfoot 21-3 in the second quarter. Fruitland is beating Snake River 14-0, and Teton is beating Marsh Valley 35-7.
Hard path isn't always easy. It takes courage and determination to do hard things. Quitting tobacco and vaping is possible.
You decide when. We'll show you how. Learn more at projectfilter.org or call 1-800-QUIT-NOW.
We're Valley-wide cooperative. For 100 years, we've been your first choice for residential and commercial propane, fuels, oils, and lubricants. We service HVAC, install water heaters, propane tanks, and accessories. And yes, we'll even deliver right where you need it. Because for us, serving is more than a job, it's a way of life. We are proud to employ your neighbors and to be a cornerstone of your community. We're Valley-wide. Yesterday, today, and tomorrow. We're here for you.
Former regional champ and back in training.
That's commitment.
Ow!
Oh, tough start. This is not as easy as it used to be, folks.
And she's off, obviously pushing through some pain.
Every muscle is begging her to stop. How's she doing this?
I'm not even sure she knows.
Look at her go. And stop.
Come on.
And go again.
It's literally the home stretch. Whoa!
She made it. Feel the elation.
What fuels that kind of fire?
I am Kevin, and I'm from Idaho Falls. It's important for the disabled to be vaccinated because of COVID. I chose to be vaccinated because I didn't want to be sick or in the hospital. Getting the vaccination, my experience was painless and worth it. It was a very wise choice.
Look at unmistakable swagger of someone fully covered with health insurance through Your Health Idaho for as low as $0 a month. If you're as speechless as I am right now, say nothing. Health yeah! Enroll by December 15th and you could qualify for quality health insurance starting at $0 a month.
I love Lookout's campus branch. The vibe and the service. But with digital banking, it all comes to me. My customizable dashboard provides all my information. Accounts, cards.
Anything else?
I'm good. Bill pay, even my credit score. Gotta go. I mean, you gotta go download this app and upload convenience today.
And we welcome you back here to Twin Falls High School Bruins Stadium, where we're getting set for half number 2. The visiting Bobcats of Burley leading 14-13, Carter, and an impressive comeback in that first half for Burley.
Yeah, they really started to get the run game going with Trevino. He's been refusing to let one guy bring him down, forcing the team to gang tackle, and he's been really good for the Bobcats.
We remind you this is an IdahoSports.com GameStreams production of the 2022 Idaho High School Football Playoffs. Tournament coverage on IdahoSports.com is presented by Project Filter, Your Health Idaho, the Idaho Department of Health and Welfare, the Idaho Transportation Department, and also brought to you in part by Valleywide Cooperative and your local Toyota dealers. And this game is one that Twin Falls led 13-0 behind a pair of James Norlander touchdowns to start the game. But Burley rallies, Ramsey Trevino getting to the end zone a couple times, adding a 2-point try on one of those. And Burley getting a block on a Twin Falls extra point, and that's the difference in the game. Burley 14, Twin Falls 13. What do you expect in half number 2, Kurt?
Well, I expect Twin Falls to lean heavily on Norlander. He's been their bell cow this entire season, and we'll see if he can continue the trend in the second half, see if Burley can stop him.
We remind you that tonight's game brought to you in part by our local sponsors, Fade Mob Barbershop. Fade Mob Barbershop is proud supporters of Burley football. Ernesto, Davey, Travis, and Tanner are cheering loud, Go Bobcats. Century 21 is proud to support Burley football and all athletics. Century 21 family cheering loud for the Bobcats tonight. And Bright Beginnings Counseling is proud to support Burley Bobcats. The girls of Bright Beginnings are cheering you on. I want to say good luck. Go Cats.
Things are happening.
They're one of the top teams in the state a year ago and lost that ball game. And now they're the 4 seed, Valley View the 13 seed. It is just halftime. It's a 7-point game, but Valley View leads 14-7 over Minico. And Twin Falls here losing by 1 to 10th seeded Burley. The Bruins are the 7th seed. Winner gets Skyline, and Skyline Bonneville are just getting underway. In their game, they had an 8:15 kick at Holt Arena, the 2nd seeded Skyline team, and 15 seeded Bonneville.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome tonight for this first game of our postseason. We are glad you are here to cheer on our
This is a significant game for both of these teams, Carter, in terms of history. Twin Falls looking for its first playoff win
down there by the concessions. Now,
since 2009. The Bobcats in the playoffs for the first time since 2007, looking for their first playoff win since the early 90s. It'd be big for either team to be able to advance and win a game in the playoffs.
Yeah, Twin Falls has been a great regular season team for a long time, but they just have not been able to convert the regular season success to the playoffs. And a similar story in the first half where they started off really well and then gave up 14 straight points to Burley. So we'll see if they can answer the call in the second half.
Couple more sponsors we do want to thank tonight.
Team's getting ready to go here for quarter number 3. They'll put 12 minutes up on the clock here. We've got a minute and a half more as they've reset this halftime clock to add a little more time. And then we'll get half number 2 underway here at Twin Falls High. Hopefully have a good one for you. If you're Twin Falls, you lost some momentum at the end of the half. What adjustments do you try to make, Carter?
Well, I mean, I'm sure the key point for the defense in the locker room was stopping Ramsey Trevino. They just gotta get him down on first contact and not let him bounce off tackles.
He is a load to bring down, almost 1,000 yards on the season, and of course some 1,000-yard receivers for the Bobcats as well, and Jacob Williams and Gatlin Bear, great weapons for Loveland to throw to. We'll see what half number 2 holds. Really, most of the success Burley's had on offense has come on the ground with Trevino, not that passing attack we've seen all season.
Yeah, Twin Falls has done a really good job to try to take away the passing attack, but it's opened up a lot of opportunities for Trevino in the run game, specifically they had that long draw play, getting all the Twin Falls defenders to bail out, to cover the receivers, and then running Trevino right up the middle.
And the teams will huddle up and get ready to start quarter number 3 here from Bruin Stadium in Twin Falls, round 1 of the playoffs. We're grateful for you joining us, Mike Christensen alongside Carter Christensen, father-son duo calling the broadcast tonight. Carter, a former all-conference player here in the Great Basin Conference for the Bruins. Graduated that infamous 2020 year, Carter. Wasn't that a joy?
Oh, yeah, that was fun.
The world kind of ending there.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, let's make some noise for the kick from the Twin Falls Bruins.
All right, Bruins will kick it off. So Burley has got a lot of momentum here already, and they now get the ball to start the second half. As we bring the broadcast to you live, he does a nice job kicking it deep to the end zone, but that one had a few guys across the line before he was able to put a boot into it. They'll try it again, back 5 yards. Move back from the 40 to the 35, and Kay will kick it again. And that is recovered by the Bruins. That is number 3. And they come up with the football. And Twin Falls had 2 really costly turnovers there in the second quarter. They get one back here as Dalton Carter picks up that ball. Bear, nice return, but no ball security at the end. And the Bruins are in business at the Burley 45. How big is a momentum play like that for Twin Falls?
Oh, it's huge. Burley was going to be set up with great field position if they didn't get that one out.
Instead, it's Twin Falls with that great field position, and snap goes, handoff to Norlander, and he's up the middle for a huge gain, a first down inside the 30. Here go the Bruins, so momentum early as James Norlander takes the handoff from his quarterback Austin Crum, and the Bruin line does a nice job blocking up front and picks up some good yards there, and it's going to bring up 1st and 10. This time, Crum will keep it. And switching field is still has the ball, and he's got room in front of him. He's to the far side of the field. He makes one man miss. He's still on his feet. He does not score, but he gets inside the 10 down to the 5-yard line. He got the ball all the way on the far side of the field here, the near side where the Bruin team is, and then went all the way over to the other side of the field where the Bobcats are lined up and made a guy miss and made a great play. Boy, he ran about 50 yards and picked up a good gain for Twin Falls. 1st and goal, Bruins. They await the snap. Norlander gets it, makes a man miss in the backfield, plows forward, and short of the goal line. Nope, they're going to say he got in. Is that a Bruin touchdown?
Norlander on the carry for the Bruins, awful close.
Some of the Bruins are celebrating like he got in.
Just shy of the goal line.
No touchdown? It is a touchdown. Touchdown Bruins.
Now they're signaling touchdown.
Little confusion.
Touchdown Bruins.
The officials took their sweet time, putting their arms in the air, and they scored. And the Bruin fight song starts to play. Twin Falls leading 19-14 with 10:52 to go. And the Bruins got what they needed there. I think they may go for 2 here to try to get up 7 on the Bobcats after that blocked PAT try earlier. That was an interesting play. It looked like he got close to the goal line, but the officials never signaled it. Twin Falls was celebrating. And now they go for 2. Direct snap. Short run, and they get in. They call it good. The Bobcats thought they may have had him stop, but he dives across and scores. And that's going to be 2 points for Twin Falls. Nice job by Grayson Keys, number 11. The wide receiver took the direct snap and got that in the end zone. And Twin Falls has a 21-14 lead. So great start to the second half for the Bruins. They were down a point at the half and kicking off to Burley's potent offense, but Gatlin Bear, the star, the number 1 recruit in the state, fumbles it on the return, and Twin Falls makes some pay. Big momentum swing there.
Yeah, you really couldn't have asked for a better start for Twin Falls, getting the ball and scoring right off the bat.
Twin Falls line up front has done some good things tonight, making some plays for the Bruins. Timothy Hickman, number 52, one of those up front. And Christian Janis, number 63, a senior. They kind of lead the way for the Bruins in the trenches on both sides and doing a nice job tonight. And Twin Falls up 7. And they'll kick it off for the second time in the past few minutes. And the Bobcats wait for it. Gatlin Bear standing around his own 9-yard line, awaiting the kick from Kay. And he boots it deep. Gatlin Bear takes it at the 5-yard line. He's got the ball. He's got some room. He stumbles forward and falls down at the 25, and that is where Burley will start this possession. Trailing by 7, but they've got an offense that can put up points in a hurry, and they'll come back out to the field and see what they can get done. The Twin Falls student section chanting overrated at Gatlin Bear.
Not very smart.
Don't want to get him fired up. This is, we remind you, a Burley team that scored more than 80 points twice this season. And they can really light up the scoreboard. And we got a flag.
And Gatlin Bear false started.
False start. So maybe those chants rattled him a little bit. The student section chanting overrated at the top recruit in the state. Offers, as we said, from Michigan, Oklahoma State, Oregon, BYU, Boise State. 24/7 Sports says Michigan maybe where he's leaning right now. Could join Colston Loveland from Gooding, who also is coached by Cameron Anderson, who's having a great freshman year for Michigan. Handoff here for Trevino. And he picks up a few, but not back to the original line of scrimmage. They lost the 5 yards on that false start, and they get about 3 of that back on 1st and 15. So bring up 2nd and 12 for the Bobcats. From the 25-yard line. Loveland with Trevino behind him. Now they look to the sideline to change it up. They have 4 receivers to the far side of the field this time. 1 to the near side. No tight end in the game, just 5 linemen. And Loveland's going to keep it and pick up a first down.
Loveland keeps the ball, scrambles for a first down for the Bobcats.
I think Burley had 12 men on the field. They had 5 receivers in the formation, 5 linemen, a quarterback, and a running back. I think they had 12 men on the field for that play.
Yeah, it looked like they did.
And they got away with it, and they got a first down. Officials missed that one there. First down, Burley, and now they get another nice gain, a quick pass, quick out from Loveland to Schroeder, and he plows forward for a short gain. It's either Schroeder or Williams on the far side. Couldn't see that clearly. We got a crowd up here on the top here. We're trying to see through 3 or 4 students filming the game as well. So Loveland will await the snap here. And they look to the sideline and will change the play. This time 3 receivers to one side. Clap of the hand, snap of the ball. Trevino met in the line, knocks the defender down and drives forward, and he's got a first down. Nice run by Ramsey Trevino. He gets past the first down marker. He's just shy of midfield, up to the 49-yard line, 1st and 10 for the Bobcats. They keep the drive alive. They're down 7, 21-14 with 8:57 to go in the third quarter of play. We're into the second half, and a 7-point lead for the Bruins here in the opening round of the playoffs. Winner likely gets Skyline next week. Skyline, the 2 seed, playing right now in Pocatello. They go to Jacob Williams. He comes all the way across the field, and he's got a first down for the Bobcats, the senior receiver. He is talented. Coach Anderson said he's definitely going to play at the college level, at least an FCS receiver there. Williams, the senior receiver, catches it on one side of the field and comes all the way to the opposite side, but picks up the first down. A really nice run for number 2, Jacob Williams, the senior. And the Bobcats are on the move. They're down to the Bruin 32-yard line. Nice play. Coach Anderson for the Bobcats is the healthiest his team has been this season. They've averaged 50 points a game under first-year coordinator Mike Peck. And they're looking to get some more here. They give it to Gatlin Bear on a bubble screen. He catches the ball and stays on his feet and gets inside the 15 before he's knocked out of bounds. And he may be hurt. Gatlin Bear goes down. He's holding his ankle. Nope, he's up. But there's a Bruin down on the play as well. But Bear did hurt himself. Zach, a standout junior for this team, primarily on the defensive side, linebacker. And he's down on the field and hurt here. You hate to see that. Trainers are attending to him. 21-14 is the count. Burley on the move. Ball resting at the 14-yard line after that reception and run by Gatlin Bear. And the Bobcats, as we get back to action, getting ready to go. Swenson is still down on the sideline, being attended to by trainers as we get back to action. Trevino takes the handoff. He's into the secondary, and he's into the end zone. Ramsey Trevino has a 14-yard touchdown. His 3rd trip to the end zone tonight. And a nice job by Trevino as the Bobcats are on the board again. They're within a point and have a chance to take the lead with a 2-point try. It's one of the differences between these two teams. Burley generally goes for 2. Twin Falls usually kicks an extra point, although they went for 2 last time after having an extra point blocked. But these point afters could end up being the difference in what's been a tight ball game. Snap to Loveland, handoff, Trevino. He's plowing through defenders again, and he's into the end zone. What a runner. Ramsey Trevino, just an incredible job for the Bobcats. And on both those runs back-to-back, the touchdown and the 2-point try, he was hit several yards shy of the goal line and just kept the legs churning, kept the forward lean, and scored. Impressive running by Trevino.
Yeah, the Bruins just haven't figured out how to tackle him yet.
Our Twin Falls High School Bruins 21.
He is a tough guy, and this is a Burley team that has just passed the ball so much during the season, but tonight they've really come out and run it effectively. And Coach Anderson said he needed to do a better job preparing and coaching his team. Really felt that Coach Coring and the Bruins out-prepared him last time, and he thought they'd have a similar plan and maybe they could try a few different things and have some success, and looks like their adjustments have worked. It's 22 for the Bobcats, 21 for the Bruins, and the 10th-seeded visitors from Burley are leading the 7th-seeded Bruins and looking to pull the upset here as we have 7 minutes and 13 seconds left in quarter number 3. Twin Falls last year finished the year 7-3, went 5-1 in the Great Basin, but lost to Bishop Kelly to open the 4A playoffs. 49-21 loss. They were excited to have this matchup here be the higher-seeded team on their home field and have a good chance to get a playoff win, but they are trailing right now. Kickoff and a big return. That's Norlander. Is he going to go? Is he going to go to the house? He's not going to get to the end zone, but he's going to have a gigantic return and set up Twin Falls in Burley territory, down near the 30-yard line. James Norlander, the Bruins special teams are pretty talented. They've returned several kicks this year for scores, and that time a long kick return through traffic for Norlander. Up the Burley sideline he went, and Twin Falls has a chance to strike back. This may be a whoever has the ball last type of game with the way we're going right now. Bruins will have 1st and 10 at the 27-yard line of Burley. What a return by Norlander. Crum in the gun. He's got one back beside him. 2 receivers here to the near side. He gives the ball to Salasabal, and he runs up the middle for a good gain on 1st down. Well, Bruins pick up about 7 yards, I think, on 1st down. And a good run by Wyatt Salasabal, the junior. Plays running back and linebacker for this Bruin team.
Gain of about 7 on the play.
That'll bring up a 2nd down and 3 for Twin Falls as we near the midway point of the 3rd quarter of play. Back to the line come the Bruins. They don't go with quite the pace that Burley does, but both these teams often forego the huddle and get to the line. 3 receivers to the near side. And back to throw. Crum, he's got a man. He throws it. It's complete up the sideline and diving, leapfrogging over defenders into the end zone is Wyatt Salasabal. That is a Twin Falls touchdown. And after Trevino goes to the end zone for the 3rd time, the Bruins respond quickly with 6:10 to go in the 3rd quarter. What a run by Salasabal. He hurdled a defender, and that is coming back. There is a flag on the play, so a spectacular play by Salasabal will be wiped out. He caught a short bubble screen, went up the sideline, and jumped over the top of a Burley defender into the end zone. And it's all for naught as the hanky comes out and the Bruins will move backwards. So the score remains 22-21. Burley in the lead. So scoreboard here still has Twin Falls ahead, but they'll wipe that touchdown off. Get them back down to 21. Twin Falls will try it again here. And we'll see what that creates with the penalty. And a tough break there for the Bruins. They're going to have a 2nd down and short here after the penalty. The snap comes. And a nice run up the middle, and getting inside the 10 is Norlander, and he's going to set the Bruins up for 1st and goal. Down about the 5-yard line. They'll mark him inside the 5 at the 4. So Bruins 1st and goal from the 4 as Norlander rips off a nice gain. And we're at the 5:49 mark as the clock starts again after they move the chains, and Twin Falls will line up 1st and goal, trying to get into the end zone here. Austin Crum, the junior quarterback, awaits the snap. gives it to Salasabal, who gets up near the goal line but is wrestled out of bounds short. So nice run down about the 1 yard line by Salasabal. He had the initial touchdown there that was wiped off. Just about had one there. But nice job by the Burley defense rallying to the ball. Ryan Jensen and company taking him out of bounds. And it's going to be second and goal for the Bruins.
Second down for the Bruins.
Ball resting at the 1 yard line. They just announced the ball's at the 3 yard line, but it's at the 1 yard line. Just a little bit of room between the ball and that goal line, and the Bruins will try to punch it in and take the lead back. Burley leading 22-21 with 4:45 to go in the third. Snap, handoff, and walking into the end zone is Wyatt Salasabal, number 5. He scores it for the Bruins. And the Bruins do take the lead now, 27-22. We'll see what they do on the point after here, leading by 5. Maybe a situation now where they've got to go for 2 again to try to get back up 7. So Trevino several touchdowns tonight. James Norlander several touchdowns tonight. Norlander sets up that one with a really nice kickoff return. Salasabal takes it in the final yard, and the Bruins going to go for 2 here. Snap comes to Crum. He's going to throw the fade, and the receiver not there because he was shoved down. It's going to be a flag on the Bobcats. He was looking for Norlander, who came out of the backfield to try and catch the pass. Or no, let's see, that was Carter Orr. And as he went into the end zone, the defenders just shoved him to the ground, and the flag comes out. Pretty obvious flag there. It's going to bring up another chance for the Bruins on the 2-point try. They lead by 5, trying to stretch it to 7. And they have a little less ground to cover now with the penalty. Snap to Crum. Hands it off to Norlander, and he's wrestled down by Trevino. Huge play, Ramsey Trevino. He has been so big in this game on both sides of the football, making huge tackles and some incredible runs to lead this Burley offense, and he makes a huge play right there. That could be really impactful as far as who wins this game, as they stuff the Bruins on the 2-point try with 4:36 to go in the third quarter. It's a stop for Burley. 27-22.
State Farm, Swenson Markets, Taco John's, Vision Stores, Thrifty Auto Sales, McNair Real Estate, Tony's TT Auto, and all the sponsors that help make Twin Falls High School Bruin football a possibility.
Couple score updates for you from around the state. Sandpoint leading 21-14. North Fremont 60, Soda Springs 30. That is a final score. Weezer 34, Timberlake 27. That's also a final tonight. So we get ready for a kickoff from the Bruins. NBA action for you tonight, regional action. The Nuggets lead the Jazz 84-67. And in college football, BYU and East Carolina are tied 24 apiece in the fourth quarter. FIU leading Louisiana Tech 24-17. And here it's 27-22. Twin Falls with a 5-point lead, kicking off to Burley. And Kay's kick taken by Bear at the 5-yard line. Bear will run it right up the middle of the field. Now dances to the far side. Gets an edge. He's got some blockers now. He's still on his feet. He's at the 35, the 40, and he's pushed out of bounds. A very nice return for Gatlin Bear, and sets up the Bobcats in a great spot here. 1st and 10 Burley as they try to seesaw the lead back as we go back and forth. These two teams really playing well against each other. And the Burley offense back on the field, trailing by 5 and looking to get some points on the board. They'll start this drive from the 45-yard line. Nose of the ball resting just there, right on the 45. And that Bobcat line looking to give Loveland some time and make things happen. They adjust the receivers a little bit. They bring Stockton Sheets in motion, but fake the sweep and hand it to Trevino. He dances up the middle and again plows a defender, knocks the defense back, and falls forward, so he manages to get 4 yards. And every time they hit him after a couple yards, he just keeps plowing forward. It's been a great night for him, definitely putting his hat in the ring for player of the game. We'll see if the Bobcats can pull the upset tonight. Trevino's been a star for him for certain. Loveland, quick pass to the outside. He's got his receiver, and up near the first down marker, little inside screen to Jacob Williams, number 2. He makes a nice catch, falls forward. I think he's going to be just a yard shy of the first down. That'll bring up third and 1. 3:45 to go, third quarter. 27 for Twin Falls, 22 for Burley. Snap to Loveland, hand off Trevino. He's got room, he's got a first down. He's inside the 40 of the Bruins, and the chains move. And in this second half, Carter, really both defenses struggling to get a stop.
Yeah, both offenses are running the ball really well.
2 touchdowns apiece in the first half, and now they add points on the board here in the third quarter. Bruins have scored twice. Bobcats looking for their second score of the quarter, and they're inside the Bruin 40 to the 38. Loveland's got a stack of 3 receivers to the near side of the field here with Gatlin Bear, Khalil Schroeder, and Stockton Sheets lined up together right in a row around the 40-yard line. Snap comes. Hand off Trevino. He's got a room, and he's going to go to the house. Ramsey Trevino gets to the second level, and there's no one left. And Trevino takes it 38 yards, and Ramsey Trevino's into the end zone again. He's been a frequent visitor tonight, and he puts Burley ahead 28-27. So Trevino makes the gigantic stop on the 2-point try for Twin Falls. And then on the other side, he puts his team back ahead. What a spectacular night, Carter, for Trevino.
Yeah, he's really played really well. Twin Falls has really had no answer for him all night.
Trevino came into the night for Burley averaging close to 100 yards a game. Our stats we were able to get on Max Preps. Coach is going to send us some revised ones. Said he's over 1,000 yards now, but he's got a great average. And he's going to try another 2-point try run here. And he is in. Trevino again just pushing that pile. There was just a swarm of Bruins there. And he pushes his way through them and gets in the end zone. So Trevino is a guy who averages like 8 yards a carry. He's got 15 TDs on the ground coming in. And a couple of receptions as well. And he's added that tonight. I think he's accounted for all 4 of the Burley touchdowns on the evening, and the Bobcats lead 30-27. And with the Bruins struggling with the point afters, the 2-point tries and the extra points, that may end up being the difference here. Bobcats now up 3.
Yeah, Burley's used to running a 2-point conversion after every score. They've done it all season long, but Twin Falls usually kicks it, but with missing that one, they've been playing catch up, and they're not used to running a ton of 2-point conversions.
So I've got 2:57 to go in the third quarter. And this one's shaping up to be a great, great football game to go right down to the wire. So Burley will kick off. Ryan Jensen, number 0, will be your kicker. He'll set the ball down at the 40-yard line. Twin Falls with 2 men deep to receive. The Bruins are dangerous in the return game. Norlander's back there. He's lost the ball. Both very talented offensive players for this Twin Falls team. And it's another short kick here taken by the Bruins. And Grayson Keys, number 2, is going to come up with that short kick around the 40-yard line. So Burley's kind of approach has been to avoid letting those talented return men touch the ball much. The one time they did, it was a huge return for Norlander. So they kick it short, squib it. Bruins get it at the 40. Great field position as they try to answer. Down 3 and under 3 to go in the third quarter. Bruins break the huddle and come to the line here. Big play ahead for Twin Falls. Crum in the shotgun. Takes the snap, gives it to Norlander. No, he's going to keep it. Crum keeps it, throws it late. It is to Keys, and he's up to the 50 and gets wrestled out of bounds by number 5, Braxton Bowen. But a nice gain. That RPO attack, they fake the handoff, then fake the keeper, and then throw it wide. So tough to defend that RPO. Bruins with a first down into Burley territory at the 45-yard line. .249 on the clock. Austin Crum, number 13, the quarterback, throws a wide pass. It is hauled in by Keys, and he steps out of bounds right around the line of scrimmage. He might even lose half a yard there. Grayson Keys did a good job just to get back to that. Pass was a little behind him. But wrestled out of bounds by the Burley defense. Good job there by Burley. I think Jacob Williams in on the tackle there. And 2nd and 10, Twin Falls. 2:40 to go in the third quarter. Bruins ready to snap it. We got whistles.
We have a flag on the play.
And it's going to be an offsides on Burley. So the Bruins will get 5 free yards there. Burley lining up in the neutral zone and gifting Twin Falls some yards there. And Twin Falls will move it up to the 40-yard line and try this second down again. It's a big mistake by Burley in a game that's been so close and back and forth. Really been a fairly clean game, though. Both teams have played pretty well tonight. Crum's got 3 receivers, trips to the near side. Throws it to Keys. He's got a blocker. He's got the ball. He's at the 35. He's driving up the sideline. He's knocked out, but a nice gain.
Pass out to Grayson Keys. And that's going to be another Bruin.
First down Bruins. They move the chains again. They're down 3, looking to answer here. And now the ball rests at the 32-yard line with 2:32 to go. They keep stepping out of bounds on these plays and stopping the clock. So the last minutes of this third quarter are taking forever. Bruins will await the snap. And they fake the handoff. No, they do give it to Slossaball. He dances around patiently, and he's got a first down run. He's still on his feet down to the 15 to the 14. What a run. And this two-headed monster of James Norlander and Wyatt Slossaball, really tough to stop.
Yeah, they are. They're really fast, really physical.
And that's going to be another Bruin.
So the Bruins move the chains.
I should be so proud of you.
And get set to snap it again. Christian Saldivar, the center, snaps the ball to Crum. He makes a man miss on the keeper and dives forward for a short gain of about 3. Didn't have a lot of room there, but did a nice little juke to stay on his feet. And we're under 2 minutes to go in the third. Bruins marching down 3.
Also with the keeper, gain of about 2.
Gets down to the 11-yard line. Snap, Crum, handoff. Norlander somehow comes out of the pile. He's still on his feet. He's still on his feet. He's into the end zone. Touchdown, Twin Falls. What a run by James Norlander. They had him stopped about a yard past the line of scrimmage, and Norlander somehow broke free and kind of like Trevino's done tonight, just carried defenders down the field. Twin Falls leads it now. We seesaw back and forth here. Twin Falls 33, Burley 30. Twin Falls are going to keep the offense out there, looks like, and go for 2 again. They've struggled on these 2-point plays tonight. There's 1:40 to go, third quarter. Twin Falls 33, Burley 30. 3 backs in the backfield, and there's a handoff coming around the outside and pitching it to Slossaball. He's going to be wrestled down. Creative play there. Orr took the ball, and they pitched it to the second running back coming through, but he gets wrestled down short of the goal line. And the Bruins come up short again there. So Twin Falls 33, Burley 30. Can anybody stop anyone in the second half? That is the question. 1:40 to go in the quarter. as this game just goes back and forth. Yeah, we'll take a pause and get ready for a kickoff here. Updates around the state. Sandpoint now leading 28-14. Twin Falls here up 33-30 on the Bobcats. All right, here comes the kickoff from the 40-yard line. Tyler Kay boots it. Gatlin Bear awaits it. 10-yard line, he catches it. And he's got a good return again. He's up the far sideline. He's got blockers. He cuts back inside. He's to the 35, the 40. Still on his feet into Bruin territory. Still going down the sideline. He's going to take it to the house. Is he inbounds? No flags. Gatlin Bear to the end zone. And there is a flag. This may come back. Incredible run by number 1, Gatlin Bear. Considered the top recruit in the state. Laundry list of P5 offers, but unfortunately on this play, there's laundry on the field. And the great return will come back. I think it's going to be either a hold or block in the back here. It's going to be a hold. Hold on, Burley. That's going to bring it back. The hold was around the 35. He went up the sideline, was in traffic, somehow came out of that traffic, and shows you his talent and skill, taking it all the way to the house. A 90-yard kickoff return, but it's wiped away. And Burley will have to do it the hard way now. Line up from the line of scrimmage here in their own, deep in their own territory after the penalty, and see what they can do. Tough break for the Bobcats.
Yeah, that would have been huge to score right off the bat and not have to worry about any turnovers for your offense, but big break for Twin Falls.
Burley snaps it. Loveland takes it, gives it to Trevino, who's had such a great night tonight. He's wrestled down, though, and no gain there. Maybe a yard. Bruin defense takes him down. It's 33-30 Twin Falls. And we have a minute to go in the third quarter of play. Snap to Loveland. Looks to make a quick throw into traffic. It's incomplete. He was looking for Bear, and he was well covered there. Keys on the coverage, and the ball incomplete there. And Burley looking to the sideline for the call. It's 3rd and 9, huge play. Neither defense has had much success getting a stop here in half number 2. Loveland fakes it, throws right up the middle. He's got a wide open receiver at Sheets. He's got a first down up to the 44. Great play call. Nice design. No one covered Sheets. They were looking so much to the outside. He kind of snuck across the middle. Picks up the first down. Nice play for Burley.
Yeah, really nice misdirection there. Get Twin Falls going one way and throw it right to the middle.
And a handoff here to Trevino. He goes up the middle for 2 yards. An update from Rupert. Minico and Valley View are headed to overtime in round number 1. Tie score there, and they'll play a little extra time. See who moves on to the next round. Here, we've had a great one too, and this one goes to Gatlin Bear. Loveland just a quick pass to Bear, and he's down. Was tackled around his feet. He hurt his ankle maybe earlier when he lost his shoe, and that may end this quarter here. He goes down inbounds, and the quarter is going to run dry. So we're going to take a short break with Gatlin Bear down injured in the end of the quarter, and we'll be right back with quarter number 4.
Dear gas prices, Toyota's hybrid lineup says, go take a hike. Because we bring efficiency with power and savings with style. Think you can stand in our way? We got this. Toyota Hybrids.
Every new Toyota comes with Toyota Care, our no-cost maintenance plan with roadside assistance. Find yours at Toyota.com. Toyota, let's go places.
Dear gas prices, Toyota's hybrid lineup says, go take a hike. Because we bring efficiency with power and savings with style. Think you can stand in our way? We got this. Toyota Hybrids.
Every new Toyota comes with Toyota Care, our no-cost maintenance plan with roadside assistance. Find yours at Toyota.com. Toyota, let's go places.
Dear gas prices, Toyota's hybrid lineup says, go take a hike. Because we bring efficiency with power and savings with style. Think you can stand in our way?
All right, we welcome you back here for quarter number 4. The Bobcats give it to Trevino on 3rd down, and he gets 2 yards short of that 1st down. So into Bruin territory at the 48. It's 4th and 2 for Burley. They've got that stack of 3 receivers to the far side. Loveland lined up in the pistol with Ramsey Trevino behind him. He snaps it, gives it to Trevino. He's up the middle, he's wrestled down, the ball's loose! The Twin Falls Bruins recover, and a huge stop for Twin Falls. Game changer right there. Trevino on 4th and 2, running the ball up the middle, was met in the hole by Twin Falls, and it looks like that was number 52, Hickman, one of the standouts that Coach Coring highlighted on that defensive line, makes the big hit, and the Bruins come up with the fumble recovery right at midfield, the ball resting at the 50, and we finally have one team stopping another. They've just been changing ends of the field and flip-flopping the lead, but the Twin Falls Bruins get a stop on 4th and 2 and have the ball up 3. Big possession here for Twin Falls. Burley defense needs a stop to get the ball back here. 4th quarter, 11 minutes left. They hand it to Norlander. He's up the middle, almost breaks it, but a nice job by the Bobcats to hang on there.
Norlander with the carry.
He had one man to beat her. He was gone to the house, and Bodie Bowen, number 7, the linebacker, held onto his legs and pulled him down. Big tackle by Bowen there to save the touchdown, and the Bruins are at the 42 of Burley now, and will snap it on 2nd down. Looks like a false start on Twin Falls. Get started a little early there, and moving early on that line. Hickman, who came up with a big play on the defensive stop.
That's going to take away 5.
And they'll move back 5 yards. 2nd and 12, or 2nd and 7 now for the Bruins. It's going to be 2nd and 2. And now it's 2nd and 7 from the 47 for Twin Falls. Bruins huddled up. They lead by 3, 33-30. Coming up with a big fumble on the 4th and 2 run. Trevino's had such a great night both ways, but loses the football there on the hard hit. And Twin Falls now has it. The ball in the lead for the Bruins. Handoff. Norlander dancing outside. Stiff arms the defender. Up the sideline. Inside the 30 to the 23-yard line. Incredible run by James Norlander. There was a defender there to stop him, and he just put him on the turf. I think that was Bowen who had the big tackle earlier, and just forearm shiver. And up the sideline he goes. 1st down Bruins, and they are marching. And now Crum in the gun as they go quickly here with pace. They give it to Norlander again. He dances to the outside and has another nice gain. The Bruin offense really been moving the football this half. Their defense came up with the stop they needed, and they're looking to extend the lead here. They're up 33-30. They're now inside of the 20, down to the 15-yard line. They go with pace again. Handoff, Salasa ball. Gets through the first line. He's holding on to it, and he's taken down after a short gain. Gets to the 13-yard line, and the Bruins will have a 3rd down there.
For a few, just shy of the 1st down.
He's going to be about a yard short of the 1st down. So 3rd and 1 Bruins. 9:20 left in the football game. Austin Crum, the quarterback, the junior, calls for the snap, hands it off. Norlander falls forward, and I think he's just barely going to get enough for the 1st down. Maybe they're going to call him shy. Let's see. Had to get to about the 13. Looks like the ball's there. And they're going to move the chains.
And it's official. That's another Bruin first down.
The referee on the far side looked like he held up his fist for fourth down, even though he was standing at the marker. But they do end up moving the chains. First down, Bruins. Crum in the gun. Hands it off. And a gut up the middle. Touchdown run. Twin Falls Bruins. Norlander has had himself a night, and he is in the end zone again. 4 touchdown runs for James Norlander on the night. And the Twin Falls fans are up singing that fight song, Varsity. With 8:40 to go, Twin Falls leads 39-30. Point after pending, and this time they'll bring out the kicker, Tyler Kay, who will have a chance to kick through the extra point, make some music for the Bruins, and put them up by 10. Double-figure lead would be big here with just 8:40 to go in the football game. Snap back. And Kay's kick is up and good. The senior boots it through. And that is music to the Bruins' ears. They lead 40-30 with 8:40 to go in the game. We're grateful to have you join us here on IdahoSports.com, wherever you are around the world, as Ben Coring and the Twin Falls Bruins looking for their first playoff win since 2009. Coring spent 13 years as an assistant, been the head man for 3 years. Cardi had a chance to play for him. What are your thoughts on Coach Coring?
Yeah, one of my favorite coaches of all time. Was my defensive coordinator for most of my high school career. And he really made me a great player.
Good man and does a great job, great preparation. Coach Anderson really credited Coach Coring for being able to really prepare his team well and come up with good game plans. But Coach Anderson, pretty good planner as well with this spread offense. And they put up a lot of points this season. So they are definitely not out of this one. This is a Burley team that can score in a hurry. But here they're down 10, and they need some points with 8:40 to go. They do have one of the top players in the state in Gatlin Bear, and he's standing at the 10-yard line to receive the kick. Kay boots another deep one, and it's going to bounce into the end zone. Nice kickoff for Tyler Kay.
And the kick from Tyler Kay.
Bobcats will start from the 20.
Bobcats will start on their own 20.
First and 10. And they'll set the ball up here at the 20-yard line, and Bobcats will get ready for an important drive as they try to come back. Update from Provo, BYU 24, East Carolina 24. 2.5 minutes to go. That one's still tied. Quick pass here from the Bobcats. Taken by Sheets, and he's taken down. He will lose a yard on that reception, so he catches the ball short of the line of scrimmage in the backfield, and the Bruin defense is right there. Nice job by the Bruin secondary. Make the tackle quickly, and it'll now be 2nd and 11 for the Bobcats. 2 receivers each side of the field. They bring Sheets in motion, shift him to this far side. There's now 3 receivers to the near side of the field. Pump fake for Loveland, and he's going to be sacked and taken down. Twin Falls picking up the sack. Big play for the Bruins. And Burley going backwards here.
With the sack on the play.
Not what the Bobcats are looking to do here. Number 26, J.P. Griffith, the senior D lineman, makes that play. Was able to wrestle Loveland down, and as he tried to step out of it, he tripped on his own player. That finished him off. 7:30 to go, and a big 3rd down, 3rd and 15 for Burley. Snap to Loveland. He's back to throw. He's got time. He steps up in the pocket. Now he dumps it off to Trevino, who has to go high to make the catch. He does make it. He gets up the sideline, leapfrog as a defender, and he has the first down, and there's a flag as well.
You're not allowed to hurdle in high school in Idaho.
We'll see if that is a penalty on Trevino there for the hurdle. Defender trying to take him down, and he jumps over the top of him. And that may be the same thing that cost the loss of ball his touchdown. Is hurdling the defender into the end zone. It looks spectacular, but in Idaho football, that's a penalty. So Trevino's hurdle cost him. He had a first down run. He didn't even have to hurdle. He was past the marker if he just went down or got knocked out of bounds, but tried to jump over the defender. And kind of a silly rule, really. I guess trying to keep guys safe, but the hurdle rule cost him, and it's back to the 19. Why do you think they have that rule, Kurt?
I have no clue. It's a dumb rule.
And it hurts the Bobcats there. Trevino makes a great play. He's had a great night, but he'll get penalized here. And now it's third, or I guess the scoreboard says fourth down. Field says third down. Pass downfield is intercepted. Intercepted by number 2, Grayson Keys. He's had a great night tonight, and I believe that is his second interception of the night for Keys. Had one early in the first quarter. They were looking for Gatlin Bear, and they threw it to Bear in traffic, and Keys was the linebacker. I don't think Loveland ever saw him there, kind of dropping into coverage. And we'll see which side the flag is on and when that occurred. Was it after the change in possession? Referees are going to talk it over. 7:01 on the clock. If the Bruins have the ball and a 10-point lead, they've got to like their position to get that elusive playoff win. It's been 13 years coming. Bruins are fired up. But there are 4 flags on the field. There are 5 officials working this game. 4 of the 5 threw flags. And now they're all huddled up around the 20-yard line to talk this over. And we'll see what they come up with on this play. This will be really pivotal to the outcome of this game, as Keys had the interception of Loveland and put the Bruins in a good spot here. And the penalty is a personal foul on Twin Falls, but after the interception. So Twin Falls keeps the ball, gets a personal foul after the interception and return. So it'll be Twin Falls ball at the 33-yard line. Bruins have the ball and a 10-point lead. This has been such a spectacular back-and-forth game. Both teams really fighting so hard tonight. Turnovers have been big. Twin Falls had 2 turnovers in the second quarter, and that led to the Bruins trailing 14-13 at the half. But it's been Burley with some pivotal turnovers this half. The interception there, and of course they fumbled the opening kickoff of the half, and that's really changed this game. Carter agrees, and it's 1st and 10 for the Bobcats. They can't hear you nodding your head. From from the 33, they snap it, and they hand it, and a quick hit by the Bobcats. Nice job. Very little gain there for Norlander.
James Norlander with the carry.
Kyler Dalton, number 35, the senior linebacker, in on the hit. Some big plays coming up here for this Burley defense. Parker Wilson, 59, on that D line. They need to come up with some big plays right here. Gatlin Bear in the secondary, Ryan Jensen, some of the leading players on the defense for this team. Will the Bruins put it in the air, though? 6:20 to go. Probably going to keep it on the ground here with a 10-point lead in the ball, and they are just letting that clock tick away. Crum just stands in the backfield, taking as long as he can. Now he'll snap it, hand it off, and Norlander is taken down at the 30, and it'll be 3rd down and 5 or 6 for the Bruins.
Norlander again for the carry.
It's like 3rd and 6.
He's up 3rd down.
Under 6 to go. Clock runs. 5:50 to go. Twin Falls up 10. Looking to advance for a chance to play the winner of Skyline. Excuse me, Skyline and Bonneville. Winner of Skyline Bonneville in the second round.
Watch for a draw play here.
Okay. Crum in the gun. One back beside him. And it is a draw to Salasa ball. He called that nicely. Coming back the other way, but he's wrestled down and taken down by the Bobcats. Number 33, Bodie Coombs, in on that tackle, the safety. He's had a couple good tackles tonight for Burley. From the 27, Twin Falls will have a 4th down. See if you can pull your Tony Romo stuff again, Carter, and tell us what the Bruins are going to do here.
throw a slant.
4th down and 4. Do they dare put it in the air? Or will he keep it on the ground? 4th and 4 with 4:44 to go in the game. It's all fours right here. And the Bruins with 40 points on the board. And a 10-point lead. Bruins sideline trying to fire up the home crowd. Good crowd on hand here at Bruins Stadium on a chilly Friday night. And Twin Falls will let the clock run down and take a timeout with 4:26 to go. And we'll keep it here.
Just a reminder that this broadcast of Idaho Sports is brought to you in part by Burley Ironworks. Burley Ironworks are proud supporters of Burley football and athletics. The Jones family are cheering loud and proud for Burley. Go Cats.
Tonight's game also brought to you by Bustin' Moves. Bustin' Moves Moving Company, proud, locally owned, and proud to support Burley football. Go Bobcats. The Bobcats need some big plays here. So the Bruins have the ball in a 10-point lead, but Burley can get the ball back right here. And we've got a final from Rupert. Minico 20, Valley View 14. So the Spartans advance with an overtime win over Valley View. They avoid the back-to-back upsets. Twin Falls does throw it. It's caught by Orr, and it's a touchdown for Twin Falls. And that is probably going to do it. Carter Orr, number 1, the junior wide receiver, goes up the sideline. There is a Bruin down injured. I think he's going to get up here. But a huge play for Twin Falls. Number 1, Carter Orr goes up the sideline, had a defender draped on him, was able to catch the ball in traffic and take it to the house. It is now 46-30. So this is a game that Burley led 30-27. Twin Falls has now scored 19 unanswered points and looking to add another with the PAT to make it 20 unanswered and kind of put this game away. And the Bruins are 4 minutes and 19 seconds away from their first playoff win since 2009. Big for this program, Carter.
Yeah, we've been waiting a long time for a playoff win.
And there is a Twin Falls lineman down on the field, so we have a timeout as they attend to him at the 33-yard line. Carter, is there any score update online from that Skyline Bonneville game we can pass along to folks? And the injured Bruin is number 63, Christian Janis, the senior, one of the leaders up front.
Nice round of applause
for this Twin Falls team, and he's hurt on the touchdown play, the 4th down play, but on 4th and 4, a big play. So it looks like the Bruins, if they hang on here, they will face Skyline. Skyline leads Bonneville 21-0 at Holtz Arena. So the second-seeded Skyline squad is rolling. Bishop Kelly beat Canyon Ridge tonight 70-0. So the Riverhawks make the playoffs, but they get blasted 70-0 by the top seed in Bishop Kelly. Kick is up. Kick is good by Tyler Kay. And Twin Falls has a 17-point lead with 4:19 to go. And while this Burley offense is dangerous, it's an uphill battle now for the Bobcats. That interception by Keys really kind of closed the door on Burley's comeback hopes, and the Bruins turn it into a touchdown on 4th and 4. Grateful for so many great sponsors making tonight's broadcast possible for us to bring it to you. Lookout Credit Union, Burley PT, Burley Ironworks, Bustin' Moves, Lulu's, Turnkey Realty, Fade Mob Barbershop, Century 21, and Bright Beginnings. And getting ready for the kickoff is the Twin Falls Bruins. Number 29, Tyler Kay, your senior kicker. will boot it away. And a high kick, a little short. Bear will run underneath it at the 13. Comes to the middle of the field, and he's taken down at the 18. So just a short return. And be first down and 10 yards to go from there for the Bobcats, who need 3 scores to get back into this. And again, the Twin Falls student section chanting overrated at Gallon Bear.
Tackle made by Benson Hatch.
He is certainly a talented young man and will do big things at the next level. The junior still has another year to go here at Burley, transferring or coming over after his family moved to Burley. He played at Kimberly last year and had a huge sophomore season at Kimberly that put him on the radar. Followed it up with a 1,000-yard receiving season for Burley.
J.P. Griffin with the tackle for the Bruins. Second down for the Bobcats.
Loveland back to throw, finds Jacob Williams on the inside screen, and he's taken down quickly by the Bruins.
Bruins with another great stop.
That's going to be a loss for Burley, and the tackle there by Aiden Coates, number 11. A linebacker makes a nice play as they try to bring Williams inside on the bubble screen, and we've got an injury on the field, and it is Jacob Williams who caught that pass. He goes down, he's going to be up and okay. Looks like he's going to walk off under his own power, but shaken up a little after taking the big hit from Aiden Coates. 3:36 to go. Ball resting at the 24-yard line where it's going to be 3rd and 14. So Burley's offense was rolling there for the third quarter, but they have really found some tough sledding here in the fourth. What's really changed, Carter, as far as the Bruin defense getting some stops?
Well, they really just started being able to tackle Ramsey Trevino. Once they started bringing those linebackers downhill and really stopped the run, it really forced Burley to pass the ball, and the Twin Falls secondary has done really well.
Pass downfield is caught. Incredible catch in traffic by Stockton Sheets. He pays the price with a huge hit. He's going to get up slowly, but he, on 3rd and 14, he makes a first down catch there. Incredible pass. There were 3 defenders surrounding him, and somehow he gathers it in, and it's a first down for Burley. And right back to it, Loveland scrambles, gets away from pressure, buys some time, throws across the field, and can't get it to his man. He had an open receiver there. That was number 4, Caden Palmer, coming back across the middle, and his quarterback threw dangerously to the inside of the field while running outside, and it comes up incomplete. There's a flag on the play. Officials will talk it over. I don't know if we had a hold in the secondary on the Bruins or what happened there. Signal is a hold on the Bruins. And so that'll help Burley's cause, but they are down 17 with 3:14 to go. Need points in a hurry. Be surprised Burley doesn't look deep here. Try and get Bear Williams going down the sideline. They put 3 receivers to the near side, Bear to the far side. Now Trevino motions out of the backfield and joins Bear on the far side of the field. Loveland takes the snap, throws a quick one, and the Bruins may have gotten away with the hold there. Grayson Keys was on the coverage, had his hand on the back of the receiver. Ball incomplete. Going to be a second down and 10 for Burley with 3:02 to go. Remind you to stay tuned as we'll have our player of the game brought to you by the Idaho Transportation Department in our post-game show. Loveland back to throw, has plenty of time, just a couple Bruins rushing. He's going to throw it down the field, and he's looking for Bear. He can't get there. Pass is incomplete, and Carter Orr, who had that last touchdown for the Bruins, was on the coverage there. Was pretty physical with Bear, and he was unable to get to that ball. Falls incomplete, no flags, and brings up 3rd and 10 with 2:53 to go. From the 40-yard line, their own 40, Burley has 3rd and 10 with 2:53 to go. Loveland claps his hands, takes the snap, Looks downfield, and in and out of the hands of Williams, in and out of the hands of the Bruins. Jacob Williams, number 2, the intended receiver, couldn't haul it in. And Zach Beam, the junior defensive back, had a chance at it for the Bruins, but it skipped off of his hands as well. Falls incomplete, 4th and 10, but we have a flag. We'll see what the signal is. If this will help the Burley cause or hinder the Burley cause. Down 17 here in the late going. Going to be a hold on Twin Falls. So the second time on this drive that Twin Falls has held a receiver downfield. And that's going to give Burley a first down. 10-yard penalty into Twin Falls territory to the 49. And Burley's keeping their hopes alive. 2:47 to go. They've got to score here quickly. You think they need to score in the next 30, 40 seconds to really have any kind of shot to make something happen. Being down 3 scores really makes it tough. Loveland in the gun, calls for it, back to throw, looking deep, fires deep, got a receiver there and it's broken up. Keys on the defense, Gatlin Bear the intended target. Ball was a little short of him, and as Bear had to kind of pause and come back for it, he's able to help knock it away. And it's 2nd and 10 with 2:40 left.
This makes some noise for this Bruin defense.
On a chilly night here in Twin Falls, the first round of the playoffs. Loveland, plenty of time, throws across the middle. Bears got it. Bear spins. He's in traffic with a first down. Finally wrestled down by a host of Bruins, but it's a 1st and 10 for the Bobcats. And really, the turnovers were key because once Burley got down and had to start passing, they were unable to rely on that Trevino run game that had been so effective. And the passing game has been good in parts and bursts, but not consistently. Burley unable to keep pace. Loveland keeps it and has a ton of yards. He's still on his feet. He spins inside the 20-yard line. So what a huge gain. Caleb Loveland just kept the ball and kind of slowly moved up the field. A couple spin moves through traffic and weaves his way down for a first down. And Burley on the move. 2:10 to go. Loveland snaps it. Hands to Trevino. He's right up the middle. He's got a nice gain. And he's close to a first down. He's got a first down. It's going to be 1st and goal for the Bobcats inside the 5. So 2:01 to go in this football game.
With the carry inside the 5.
And Bobcats will snap it quickly again. They hand to Trevino. He trucks the defender, walks into the end zone. Touchdown, Burley. Ramsey Trevino gets the Bobcats on the board again, but we'll see if it's too little too late. 1:53 to go. 47-36. Trevino another touchdown run. Boy, he's had a spectacular night, Carter, even if it's in a losing effort.
Yeah, he's played really well. Really been tough to bring down. He's got does he have every single touchdown for Burley? I think he does.
All but one, I think. He's got all but one touchdown. Four of the 5? Or maybe all 5. Great night for Trevino. And the Bobcats will go for 2, trailing now by 11 after that touchdown. Quick pass, up for grabs. Loveland looking for Bear. Not really accurate on that throw. And broken up by Keys. Bruins do a good job in the secondary. Keys had a good night. A couple interceptions that have really helped change this game. So certainly Keys in the mix for that player of the game honors. Grayson Keys, great game. Carter Orr scored that last touchdown and put it out of reach. Balls had a good game, and of course James Norlander, great football game, rushing for several touchdowns on the night to help the Bruins. And it is 47-36, 1:53 to go. We'll probably see an onside kick here. A final from Provo, Utah. BYU loses their 4th in a row. The Cougars fall to East Carolina 27-24. It was a close game down the wire and a late field goal as time expired. A field goal from 33 yards out with no time on the clock gives the Pirates a 3-point win over BYU. Cougars go down, fall to 4-5 before heading to Boise State next week for the big rivalry game. The last one we'll have for a while, with the Cougars moving to the Big 12. Congrats to the Minico Spartans who survive round 1 against Valley View and move on to the second round. And Twin Falls looking to join them and get 2 Great Basin teams into that second round of the playoffs. Either way, as the winner of this moves on in this Great Basin Conference rematch of 3 weeks ago. Bruins won round 1, looking to win round 2. Onside kick is recovered. Bruins fell on top of it. As long as they stayed there, they'll be all right. And they do.
The attempted onside.
Recovered by Calvary Lizer, number 9. So big play for Twin Falls there by the senior. Twin Falls will keep the football and have a chance to try to run out the clock with an 11-point lead and a minute 52 on the clock. That was kind of Burley's last-ditch effort. Carter unable to come up with that. Long odds now against Burley. Bruins huddle it up. And from midfield, ball resting at the 50, they'll take over here. Try and finish this one off. Snap, handoff, and another nice run for Norlander. He's up near a first down.
Handoff to Norlander.
And Norlander continues his excellent night with a 9-yard run there, just shy of the first down.
Gaining about 9 on the play. Second down and 1.
Stay tuned after the conclusion of the ball game for our post-game show. We'll name our player of the game as we wrap up this round 1 game here in Twin Falls. Bruins about to secure their first playoff win since 2009 and move on to round 2. Where it looks like they'll play Skyline, which is dominating their round 1 game against Bonneville, up 21-0 so far. Bruins go on the road for that one next week. Austin Crum takes the low snap, hands it to Norlander. He spins free and gets a first down, and then more up to the 32-yard line.
Norlander with a carry, and that's
it's been an outstanding night for the two-way senior. Plays running back and linebacker and really stood out at the running back spot. One of many in a long line of good Bruin running backs. They almost always have a good run game here at Twin Falls, and Norlander and Salasabal a great tandem to get things done. Bruins now line up kind of in the victory formation with 1 man extra deep. They snap it, they kneel it, and that's going to do it. The final 19 seconds will run off the board. And for the first time since 2009, it's been 13 years, but it's now a lucky 13 as the Bruins advance with a 47-36 win
Next Friday
over the Burley Bobcats. Outstanding season for Burley. The Bobcats won the year 6-4, but a great turnaround under Cameron Anderson and really building some good things there in Burley. Wonderful season for Burley. We'll be right back. We'll take a short break, and we'll be back with the postgame show here on IdahoSports.com.
Yeah, I know a little something about myths. Like the myth that speeding isn't dangerous. Oh, and that myth you can tailgate at a safe distance. Or that you could safely weave in and out of traffic. Don't be fooled by myths. You'll get yourself into a hairy situation. Stay focused on the road. Be a legend like me. Have you heard the one about Charlie over at Pay Lake?
Look at unmistakable swagger of someone fully covered with health insurance through Your Health Idaho.
Health yeah!
Enroll by December 15th and you could qualify for quality health insurance starting at $0 a month.
I'm Rick. I live here in Rupert. The more that we can keep the virus under control, the better for everyone, and especially people with disabilities that comes with being aged, because usually have other underlying issues. I actually suffer from diabetes now, so that even increases my odds that if I do get the virus, it could be devastating for me.
Taking the hard path isn't always easy. It takes courage and determination to do hard things. Quitting tobacco and vaping is possible.
You decide when. We'll show you how. Learn more at projectfilter.org or call 1-800-QUIT-NOW.
If a pedestrian is hit by a car going 20 miles per hour, there's a 90% chance he will survive. At 30 miles per hour, the likelihood of survival decreases to 60%. And at 40 miles per hour, it goes down to 20%. 10 miles per hour makes all the difference. You're in the driver's seat. You have the power to save lives.
Welcome back here on IdahoSports.com. Time for the post-game show. Outstanding football game, back and forth affair. The Twin Falls Bruins get a much-needed playoff win. It's been a long time coming, and a big one for the Bruins tonight, Carter.
Yeah, it was huge. First time in 13 years they've won a playoff game. Let's see if they can keep this momentum going and win a couple more.
So Burley season ends with a 6-4 record. An outstanding turnaround season, though, for the Bobcats. Player of the game tonight, James Norlander, made 5 trips to the end zone for the Bruins as they get 47 points on the board and win the football game 47-36. This has been an IdahoSports.com GameStreams production of the 2022 Idaho High School Football Playoffs. Tournament coverage on IdahoSports.com is presented by Project Filter, Your Health Idaho, the Idaho Department of Health and Welfare, the Idaho Transportation Department, also brought to you by Valleywide Cooperative and your local Toyota dealers. This broadcast also made possible with great support from so many local businesses that supported the broadcast tonight. We're grateful for all of them helping make this possible this evening.